All right, I am live. I'm being told. Hello, everybody. I hope everyone has been enjoying Big Bad Game-a-thon so far. My name is Conception, and I'm here to bring you a game of nostalgia, a game that lived rent-free in my head since I was a child. Which might give you a little bit of a semblance of how old I am, but this is Cartoon Summer Resort. Now, if you're not familiar with what this game is and what it brings about, so Cartoon Summer Resort is technically an RPG, I guess. It's a quick trading RPG is how I like to describe it, where we interact with characters from the Cartoon Network shows of the year 2000, things that were popular around then, and this is a game that existed live on the Cartoon Network website. So how I'll go into a little bit about how we could still play it today and things like that as we get going. But I think for now, we're going to get started with level 1, which is called Pool Problem. So if we are ready, I think it is time to get going. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Yes, we are indeed digging into the archive. So, first level. What makes this game interesting is that we actually play as a different character with each level. The first level we play as somebody named Uncle Gus. Now, my memory is a little foggy as to where all of these characters came from. They're not from shows, like individual shows, as far as I remember, but they are, I think they were like interstitial shows that would be like in between episodes of things, if I remember. So Uncle Gus is, he's like this, he looks like your uncle, you know? He's got the gut, he's got the beard, you know, pretty stereotypical. But what we're doing here is we're going to be solving all of the problems on the resort because nobody else will, pretty much. The first problem, as you might be able to say, interpret, is the pool is down for the resort. Not good. We want to be able to swim at the pool. This is a resort after all, so we need to solve that. How do we solve it? Well, we have to get into the pool room, which means that we need a wrench for some reason. That's what lets us into the room. Actually, we go this way. And then also, once we get into the room, there's going to be 5 holes in the pipe of the pool room, and we're gonna have to figure that out. We're gonna have to plug that up with stuff. So what we're gonna be doing is collecting 5 things that will plug up the holes, as well as the wrench needed to make it happen. So we're already kind of in motion here, getting some stuff going. But yeah, essentially what we're going to be doing for the entirety of this run is grabbing things in order to trade with other people, to get things, to trade with other people, to get things, to trade with other people, so on and so forth. You probably understand. Now, that being said, does this game have exploits? It sure does. It sure does. This is this game does have some glitches, I guess you could say, some exploits. Not in this level. We're actually going to be playing this level roughly as intended. But levels 2 and 4 especially have some stuff that we will be getting a little funky fresh with. Here, we're going to talk to Susie finally. There we go. Oh boy. Yeah, the movement is one of the hardest parts of this because you can just bonk and everything and absolutely stops you in your tracks. Now, here's the first instance of RNG in the run, which is these ducks. They move on their own independent cycles, and they are hard to maneuver. You know what? We're going to go down and dodge them entirely like that. That wasn't too bad. I've had worse ducks, but we have some instances of RNG that we will be dealing with throughout this run, but that is the first one. This is actually the end of level 1. We got into the room. By talking to various people, we have been able to trade and complete level 1. Now there's a little blank out here as we get set up for level 2. Now we're at level 2. We're playing as a character named Longhair. Longhair is from my understanding, like a cave person, like, you know, like a caveman type person. I got nothing else besides that. That's what Longhair is. I wish I had more for you, but I don't. Is this official? Yes, this absolutely is official. This was on the Cartoon Network website, so they actually had the game made. I couldn't tell you off the memory who coded it, but here's our first glitch where we can just, for some reason, this tile doesn't exist. So we can just cut right through trees there, which saves us quite a bit of time. That was actually found not too long ago, and it saves about, I would say about 2 to 3 seconds off of what the old route was, which is essentially just walking around. For some reason that tile just doesn't exist. Who needs tiles? But yes, this did exist on the Cartoon Network website, so they were the ones who got it made. I doubt they had in-house coders to make it. Maybe I'm wrong, but you know, they were responsible for it, I should say. Oops. Yeah, get out of there. Yeah, this is one of the tougher areas to navigate. Weirdly enough, there's an invisible wall that kind of goes around that disco section there. So even though it looks like it's just fully walkable, I can't actually walk all the way around the way I would like to. But here we go. So we got cow and chicken here. We're gonna do a little backtracking. You'll see a theme as well, which is that we'll always need the boat for something. So we're always gonna be going in the water doing whatever it is that we need to do. This one, come on, happens to be getting the wallet. So we definitely need to be doing that. Gonna scoot along the top here. And then we're gonna try to line this up from a distance. I think we're good. No, we're not good. That's okay, I got it. But yeah, the problem that we're solving in this one, this level 2, is called Tennis Menace. There is a tennis robot that was created by Dexter from Dexter's Lab, which was meant to, like, you know, make playing tennis easier and all that. However, unfortunately, did not go that way. Tennis robot is going rogue, hitting everybody with tennis balls. So it's going to be a very similar pattern where we are going to be collecting 5 items to plug up the tennis cannons, the tennis ball cannons, as well as we need a suit of armor in order to even get in there to take the onslaught of the tennis balls. Do we ever see the tennis balls hit us? Absolutely not. That would be too much, but here we are. Yeah, you found the mayor's wallet. Time to hit the casino. Here is the next instance, the heaviest instance of RNG coming up here, which is crabs, aka the bane of my existence. Now, a crab cannot touch you if you are not moving, which is nice, but they can absolutely crowd your path like this. And then if you hit a crab, like if you walk into a crab, oh my gosh, they're being ruthless. If you walk into a crab, you'll get warped to a set point that's coded into the crab. Oh my gosh, they're being ruthless. Ah, no! All right, well, I did need to hit this crab and come this way. However, I needed the suit of armor first, and I hit the crab before I got the suit of armor. Absolutely brutal. So I'm gonna have to take a little detour and go get that suit of armor again. But I did need to come this way, so it's not a full loss, but it is a loss. Bummer. Bummer, bummer, bummer. But that's all good. We're gonna make it work. But yes, so you got to see firsthand exactly what crabs can do to you. They can warp you. Now, all of those crabs have different set warp points. So I do say it's random, but it's random in, you know, in quotes, because they are set paths per crab. I just, in its entirety, ultimately you don't know what all the crabs do because you never hit them. That's the idea, at least. All right, let's try this again. All right, now they're giving me a much more clear path this time. Thank you, I appreciate that. All right, we're gonna go here this way. You know what? Can I get off? We're doing a little live routing. I want to see. Oh, there we go. Actually, that's better. That's fine. We'll take that. I was not gonna take that same crab I normally would have taken because that would have been a little brutal. I would have been all the way in the bottom right corner of this giant map, and I need to be in the top left. So it's pretty much as far away as you can get. But we are, with suit of armor, we are going to head on over to where we need to go and get this show on the road and head on over to level 3, which is the most exploitable level of all of them. All right, so heading on up here, we're gonna see Dexter, and we're gonna get the tennis robot destroyed. All right. Gotta wait for the little animation. We cannot move on, as per the speedrun.com rules for this game, cannot move on until you see the completion page here. There we go. All right, and level 3 we are. We're playing as Vivian the cat. I am stuck. Interesting, I've never had that happen before. Hold one pool moment, I'm gonna have to reset that. Very good. You love seeing all kinds of stuff. Here we go. All right, let's give that another shot here. All right, there we go. All right, that's what's supposed to happen. We need to get this flower so we can get out of here. But luckily enough for us, level 3, Vivian versus the volcano is by far the most exploitable. What you're meant to do is you're meant to interact with all these animals who have been displaced because of erupting volcano. And then you get talismans by pairing them up with people who kind of match. You know, you're basically pairing up animals with personality matches with the characters that are on the island. We don't have to do any of that because we can just walk through walls essentially. So we're gonna get our boat because again, we always need the boat. We always need the boat, it's important. And then we're gonna head up here position this well, hopefully. Cool, and then there's a little portal through the wall. We can actually clip through it. So all of those gates, which you would have to get 5 talismans to unlock all 5 of those gates. Nope, not needed. We can just cut right through the wall and get to the end here. And then, there we go. Boom, boom. Rescue Courage the Cowardly Dog. And voila. Episode 3 is complete. Yes, the Joe versus the volcano reference, absolutely legendary. All right, the 4th and final level, which is, oops, I gotta get this first. 4th and final level, which is called Disco Dilemma. Essentially, this is the end of summer party on the resort, and we have a disco party. And all these people have these partners that they would love to get dancing with. Mainly, it's the women characters, and they want to get paired up with the men characters so that they can dance. Of course, what that means is that we have to, if you're playing casually, I should say, what you would have to do is find out like who all of the women characters like, and then you find the matching partner, and then figure out what they want, and then get them to come to the dance, and then at the end you pair them all up together. Luckily enough for us, the patterns never change, so as long as you know what you're doing, you can keep it the same every time. A little RNG here as well, as Mojo Jojo tries to troll us. Mojo Jojo tries to troll us, there we go. And then we also have a little RNG down here as well. Hopefully Buttercup plays nice. She's playing nice. Thank you, Buttercup. Appreciate you. Awesome. But yeah, so yeah, this might be nostalgia to you if you're around my age and you were playing computer games back in the day. Yeah, how am I playing this is probably a great question that you'd like to get answered. So how I'm playing this is I'm playing this on a program that's called Flashpoint, developed by somebody named Blue Maxima, which essentially is a flash and shockwave game preservation program that was, where am I going here? Oh yeah, whoops, cross, there we go. Which was developed in order, with the closure of Adobe Shockwave and, Adobe Flash games being lost to time, this was developed in order to preserve those games. So if you were a Newgrounds player, for example, there's a bunch of Newgrounds games on here, but luckily enough for me, there is also Cartoon Summer Resort. That being said, there are people within the community that have been working on developing not a full remaster, I would say, but like essentially a way to play this game that you wouldn't have to play it through preservation programs, and it's just an executable on the computer. And then also you can play the levels as opposed to opening 4 individual windows, you can play them in one window and then progress levels as normal. So that is being worked on / completed, but I actually haven't had time to test it just with how busy life has been. But that is an exciting development. So all right, we're going to head up here. We've got Encourage the Cowardly Dog. That is one of the partners we need. Chicken from Cow and Chicken is number 2. Then we're gonna be working on getting the rest of them here. We have to take a pit stop in the hotel so we can get some high heel shoes for one of our short kings. Don't worry about it. We'll get there when we get there. We got to get a leisure suit from the mayor down here, and we're gonna pass on over to IR Baboon. Who just been looking for a suit. That's all. You just need a little suit. Most of these people just wanted to look good. That's the only reason. They're like, for example, Courage wanted a fake wig to escape people that were trying to scare him, like Eustace or whatever. But our Baboon just wanted a leisure suit. Chicken wanted some pants. We're gonna get Ed, Double D specifically from Ed, Edd n Eddy. He wants a shark tooth necklace, which also kind of dates the game, I would say, as a late 90s, early 2000s gem. We're just having a good time. All right, we're gonna get the shark tooth necklace right here. Cannot say shark tooth necklace apparently. Very interesting. Grab it from here. We are almost out. We got one more, and that is, of course, our short king. Spoiler alert, our short king is Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory, coming through. He wanted some high platform kind of disco shoes, so he's a little taller. He's a little insecure about his height. That's all right. Everyone tell Dexter it's okay. All right, and we are heading down to the disco, all partners in tow, and time will be coming up. Oh, if I can actually get in the disco, it would be good. There we go. The game also throws us Johnny Bravo here to try and trick us, but we're too smart for that. All right, here we go. Time is coming up. These are the proper partners. You can tell by the dings. And time. Oh, I said time. There it is. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed. That was Cartoon Summer Resort. A very, very nostalgic game for me. A game I grew up playing a lot as somebody who was just looking for games to play and didn't really know how to find them. I hope you enjoyed this. If you are interested, and I imagine if you are watching Big Bad Game-a-thon, you might be interested. I'll go ahead and plug this tomorrow as well. But every other Monday on the Games Done Quick channel, myself, Conception, runs a little hotfix show called Awfully Silly, where we feature games that fit perfectly in an awful or silly block of mainline GDQ events, but we throw them in the prime time hour as opposed to those overnight hours. And if you are interested in submitting, you can go on over to the Games Done Quick website page and submit your games through our submission form. But if you're just somebody who is a silly or bad game connoisseur as myself, and I imagine a lot of us are, come on over and check us out. We would be on Monday. We have a little break because I will be going on my honeymoon pretty soon, but come and check us out. I believe our next episode is going to be mid-October sometime. So I can see a lot of people in the chat who have been on the show or at least commentated, or I recognize a lot of names. So thank you for joining. But yeah, essentially my name is Conception as well, and I will actually not be done with Big Bad Game-a-thon. I'll be seeing y'all tomorrow as well, where I will be showcasing the Burger King trilogy in something I call the Have It Your Way showcase. You want to see what that's about? You're gonna have to come on by tomorrow. But I will be hanging with y'all tomorrow, and thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the marathon.